Hey guys, how's it going? Donley of Null Productions, and we're finally back with another episode of Tampa Takeover. That is right. I know it's been like 3 weeks, which in YouTube time is like 2 years since my last episode of Tampa Takeover, but I want to get back on a consistent basis of uploading this because in NHL 13, our best series, our most consistent and liked series was the Worst to First series with the Colorado Avalanche, which I enjoyed making. And I want to do that with this. I want to make this the best series that we have. And so we're going to get back on track. And I know there's a lot of new people here because since 3 weeks ago, we've probably gained over 100 subs, which is insane. Just saying that is insane. But we're going to go ahead and jump in here. Now, before we do any trades or anything like that or get on with the season, what I want to do is go ahead, one of your guys' suggestions, which completely makes sense, which is to move down Jonathan Drouin, which completely makes sense because if he's up in the NHL, he's going to be playing on our fourth line, and that's not where he needs to be. So we're going to send him down to the juniors, and that's where he'll stay for the season. We'll go at edit lines manually, and we'll go to best lines for now, and we'll look at our lineup and kind of refresh our memory of who we have and what we have to work with. So on our first line, Hagelin, Stamkos, and St. Louis. Second line, Malone, jeez, I was about to say Marlowe for some reason, Fibula, and Purcell, and our third line, Panic, Thompson, and Penner. And our fourth line, Connolly, Paille, and Crombeen. And our defensive core, we've got Hedman, the stud, Matt Carl, pretty good, Keith Ollie, Brewer, wow, we gotta solve that problem, yep, and Gouda. So we're gonna have to switch. We're going to have to figure something out there because that is insane. We cannot have a 61 overall playing down there. I don't care what his potential is. Motherfucker, you're not playing on our team, NHL team anyways. And in net, we've got Jonathan Bernier and Ben Bishop. So two relatively young goalies, two goalies that are still going to get better. I know Bernier's potential is Red Star, but that's okay. And Bishop, he's gonna. Oh, what? I thought. Oh my goodness, my mind is blown. I thought Bishop was gonna get way better, motherfucker. But he's still a good backup goalie. That's fine. So we'll back out of here, and we'll go and try and figure out this defensive situation and anything else that we need to take care of. Now I know in the last episode I quickly took a look at it. I wanted to figure out the whole situation with that first line left winger, because Hagelin. I mean, stack him up against, a St. Louis and a Stamkos on the same line. It just doesn't quite make sense to me because those guys are just so good, and I feel like they need an equally good player on the first line with them. But first off, let's deal with this defensive situation. Which one of you guys is going to help me out with, because you guys left a suggestion saying that we should go after one of my favorite defensemen, one of my favorite up-and-coming players, which is, if we get the defenseman here, Jake Garner from the Toronto Maple Leafs. This guy's going to be an absolute stud. He is a good player. 83 overall, 4.5 gold star potential, 24 years of age. This kid is going to be so good. I already like him already. I'm a little biased because I like the Leafs, but nevertheless, I want to go after this guy. And I don't know if I want to give up this Koakeki or whatever his name is. I mean, he's only 4-star, 20 years of age, and Jake Garner is an 83, 4.5 gold star. So I think, yeah, I just made up my mind. Answer my own question. We're going to give him up, and we're going to definitely have to offer up, maybe, do we have a second? I feel like we traded away so many seconds already, but that's alright. A second, a third, and probably going to need another third in there, which is fine with me because getting Jake Garner is going to make me so happy. Ooh, baseline needs your offer would fill. We just don't think it's worth it to take on the contract. What? To take on his contract? Motherfucker. Are you serious? How close are they to the salary cap? You guys aren't even close. Who gives a fuck? Oh my god. We'll retain some of his fucking salary. We'll retain as much as we can, and there you go. Perfect. I'm fine with that. We still got tons of cap space. So we figure out the situation of defense. We pick up Jake Garner, who is going to be an absolute stud for us. He'll become like an 87, 89 within just a couple of years, which is perfect. Our defense score is already looking good. I'm happy about that. Now our left winger situation is something I want to take a look at. One, we only have 3 left wingers. We have tons of right wingers. Connolly, who's going to be our top right winger of the future. I'm hopefully he gets that dope face away because he looks like he's high as fuck. I think we definitely need a better left winger just because nothing against Hagelin. He's an 85, 86 over, I don't know, maybe. Oh, I don't even know, man. Like, he's a 4-star potential, so he's going to get better. So you know what? What I'm thinking is we go up to the trade deadline with this guy, and we see whether or not he will go at mines manually. Perfect. We'll see what his progress. Be nice if I could talk, for this, GM mode commentary. We'll see what his progress report looks like and see if he's going to get any better or if he's having a bad season, all that good stuff. We'll keep an eye on him as the season goes on, and we'll go from there. Now, our lineup is definitely looking a lot better just with that single attribute there, Jake Garner, playing alongside Eric Brewer. So that's looking good. So what we're going to do here is we're going to quickly jump in, and we'll get into moving on through the regular season here. We'll get out of that. I think our scouting assignment is already done, so I think we're good to go. I think what I want to do is we'll just go up to 2 months in, so the 1st of November, right? That's 2 months in, right? Yeah, that is. So we'll go there. We'll simulate up to there. Ooh, yeah, buddy. Thank you very much. A good pickup with Jake Garner, man. Gets another phone. Ooh, I don't like to lose to the Maple Leafs, man. What's up with that? So we're gonna simulate up to November 1st. We'll see how everybody's doing. We'll keep an eye on Hagelin and anybody else on the lineup. Of course, we want to keep a close eye on them. Ooh, look at that Jake Garner, 5 assists, my boy. Okay, so here we are. We're actually at December 1st. I don't know what I was thinking, because there's still one date left here in November, so it calls it November. But whatever, we're at December 1st, a little bit further on than what I was expecting. But nevertheless, we're at 13, 10, and 1, so we're above 500, which is good. But the thing is, if we quickly go ahead, we take a look at the calendar, and we go back to October. Where did we start here? Yeah, October's right. We went 6-0, and then we just, for some reason, dropped off. We lost 3 straight, 1-1. And then this month was kind of bad for us, lost quite a few, and now we're here. So we started off really well, but we started to dip off, which, I mean, we're not doing bad, of course. I mean, 13, 10, and 1 isn't bad. Bernier with 10 wins, so the backup Bishop with 3 wins, which is good. Our goals leader, Filppula, and our assist leader, Martin St. Louis. So I've been looking at how we've been progressing, our goal scores and all that, and it looks like we have quite a variety of goal scorers. I know I've seen Hagelin up there, which I know I was ragging on him before. Of course, Stamkos was up there. So we've got a few guys up there that are doing well. I don't believe we're up here anywhere. Oh, that's right. Jeez. We're Tampa Bay. I keep looking for Toronto because I'm so used to that. Bernie's up there with the wins. Is there anybody else up there? Nope, that's fine. We are second in the Atlantic Division, which is good. But, I mean, of course, at this stage of the game, of the season, it's still very close, which is fine. We'll quickly take a look at Stats Central. We'll take a look at our team stats. And we'll go ahead and take a look at our player stats. So, we're 11th in the league as far as points go in our position. So, goals for, we're dropping off, man. We're 29th in the league, which is horrible. I mean, you would think we'd be up there, with Stamkos, St. Louis, but nope. But our goals against, we are good. 9th in the league, so that's very good. We want to keep that low if we are giving up, if we're not getting goals, sorry. But I want the goals for to be higher than the goals against, of course. I mean, that's kind of a given. Oof, our power play is suffering a lot. Maybe I just need to take a look at it, edit the lines. But we are suffering a little bit. Our PK, it's kind of middle of the pack, not doing too bad. And yeah, so we're definitely doing better away, which is kind of weird. Usually you'd think you'd be doing better at home. And in our last 5, we're 5-9, so we're at 500 in our last 10 games. And our player stats, quickly take a look, see who's doing what, who's not doing what. So quickly get in here, and I'm assuming that Stamkos should be at the top, right? But you never know. Our goals, Filppula, Stamkos, Panic, Hagelin, all those guys above 5 goals, which is good. So yeah, definitely the goals are spreading out a little bit more. I expect Stamkos to take the lead and just run away with it as the season goes on. Assist, Martin St. Louis, of course, assisting Hagelin and Stamkos. Then Malone, Stamkos is up there as well. That's good to see. 7 and 7, which is nice. But I think he'll definitely pull away at the goals. And as far as points go, yep, St. Louis, Stamkos, Filppula. So the points are a little bit spread out here, which is good. And plus minus, oof. I'd like to see a few more guys above the even mark, but that's alright. Who's at the bottom? Ooh, Jake, what are you doing, buddy? Jeez, that's not good. That's no way to show your new fans how good you are. Well, that's alright. We'll take a look at our goalies here. Of course, Bernier getting the majority of the starts. And he's actually doing alright. I mean, goals against is pretty good. Just above 500, or actually right at 500. Save percentage, not bad. But look at this, Ben Bishop, man. He's only played 7 games. He's won 3 and lost 1. And his goals against is absolutely outstanding, 1.74. And his save percentage, did I say? I don't know, whatever. His save percentage, 9.412 is very, very good. So he's playing well for us as at that backup position, which is good to see. Now quickly, we'll go ahead and take a look at the progress reports here, just to see if anybody's, you know, slipping. Oh, nothing yet. That's alright. We might be a little bit too early in the season, but that's alright. Any goalies? Alright, Dansk. He's picking up, which is good. He'll definitely get better for sure. Yeah, so the only person so far is Dansk. I'm kind of interested in his stats. We'll quickly take a look at that just here in a second. Stats Central, perfect. Player stats, AHL. Alright. I think, I mean, assuming he's doing good. I think he said he had 14 starts or something like that. So, goalies. Alright, so he's 9 and 9 with 1 shootout loss. So he's actually below 500, which is, I don't want to see that. His goals against isn't the best. His save percentage also isn't the best. So, definitely not having the best of season, but he is getting better, which is good. That's truly all I care. I don't really care about an AHL record as long as, you know, the guys down there are getting better. So what we're going to do, we're going to simulate up to the trade deadline. We'll take a look at all those stats yet again, maybe a little bit quicker that time, or this time. And we'll move on to the trade deadline. I want this video to be a little bit longer than usual just to, you know, make it back up to you guys. So we'll quickly go along to the trade deadline, see if we need to make any changes whatsoever, see if our team's picking back up. That's what I'd like to see, a good win there. Oh, I was hoping for the back-to-back win. Okay, so here we are at the trade deadline, 35, 22, and 4. So we're doing pretty good. We're 8 games above 500, which is really, really good. Hagelin leading the way with goals. So I don't know, man. I guess we just can't score this season. But St. Louis with 29 assists. Penner with a plus-minus of 8, or a plus 8. Brewer with the most penalty minutes, and Bernier with 28 wins. So Bishop definitely getting some wins in there, 7 wins. If we go ahead and take a look at our save percentage and the goals against average, Lindback leading the way, the #1 goalie in the league with a save percentage of .939 and a goals against average of 1.78. So definitely leading the way. That is great to see. I think that's what definitely helped us out. Moving on towards the trade deadline. As far as wins, of course, Bernier's up there. Oh no, what I'm talking about, Lindback. Oh no, I forgot we traded him to oh, I'm so lost, man. I'm so used to seeing Toronto, but we traded him back to Toronto. But never mind. Bernier's still up there, 9.28 save percentage, which is good. He's not up there with goals against, so never mind. Completely regard everything I just said. Bernier is up there with wins, though, 28, which is good to see. And as far as goals and assists, I'm not expecting us to be up there because right now we're just not putting the puck in the back of the net. Which is unfortunate, but we are up there in the standings, 2nd in the Atlantic Division, which is great. So we're doing good as far as standings go. We'll quickly take a look at Stats Central here, player stats, NHL, and we'll just see what's going on, because I don't know what it is, we're just not putting the puck in the back of the net, which is kind of odd, being that we've got Stamkos and St. Louis, the 2 goal scoring, or the scoring leaders from last season. But we take a look here, Filppula, Stamkos, and Hagelin all have 16 goals, but as you guys can see here, we definitely are spreading the goals across the whole team, which is good to see, but I'd like to see, you know, Stamkos step it up, you know. A 50-goal scorer needs to step it up. As far as assists go, St. Louis, Stamkos, Filppula, Gardner, I'd like to see him up there. Points, St. Louis, Stamkos, and Filppula 40 points each, which is good. That's good. I like to see 3 40-point getters, but nobody's at a point a game, especially with somebody like Stamkos. I expect him to be a point a game player. Plus, minus, as we went on, more and more guys ended up above the even mark, which is nice. Jake Gardner getting up there, our acquisition just before the season. And anybody notable down here? Not really. Nobody too notable. We take a look at our goalies here. Of course, Bernier, 2.27 goals against. He's 28, 19, and 4. So he's over 500, which is nice to see. Save percentage 92.8. Now Bishop, man, he is having an outstanding season as far as a backup goes. 7-3 and 0, which is awesome. I'm glad to see that from a backup. A 1.55 goals against. That is insane. I know it's only 11 games or 13 games he's played and started 10. Sorry. Save percentage 9.501. That is insane. He's having an insane season for a backup, which is good. But it might just be because he is playing a backup role. If he played more games, he may not do as well. But that's okay. That's what we got Bernier there for, to play the majority of the games. So our goaltending situation is looking good. We'll take a look at our progress reports. Whoops, not calendar. What am I doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. GM options. Progress reports. Here we go. Alright, so we should have a few more players. Oh, that's it. Gardner and Gudas. That's it. I thought we'd be way more people with attributes modified, but that's okay. AHL. That's it. No, it's Nico. People have really hard names to pronounce. They need to switch their names. Goalies. Anybody? AHL. Alright, Dance. He's getting better. Up 2 overall since the season began. 49 starts. Now, I'm sure he's probably not having the best season of his life, but he's getting better, which is good to see. I want to quickly take a look at our lineup here. Now I have a feeling that we're not scoring goals, which is really, really unfortunate. I think we might need somebody like I'm gonna throw maybe another Dustin Penner, but on the right wing, because somebody who's a good power forward, a good third liner. Just to add a little bit of depth to this team. I would like to see that. I mean, unfortunately, that would make us have 2 snipers on the 4th line, but, whatever. Our defensive core, we might want one more upgrade here, an 82 maybe for that 3rd line defensive core. Those are just a few things that we might want to address. Moving on into the trade deadline now. I know usually I would want you guys to leave your suggestions down below, but I want to move into it right away and get into this trade deadline and see if we can't move on to the end of the season. And then the next episode would be, the playoffs, if we make it into the playoffs, and, whatever after that. Trading block, I think... No, we'll put Hagelin up on the trading block. Whoa. Players on the blocks. Yeah, saying that we can go... no, we're making a playoff run. He can stay. Hagelin. I'm sorry, buddy. You're going on trading block. And Brewer, sure, you can stay there, too. And there we go. We'll save that. And we'll move on in to the trade deadline. Here we go. 36, 22, and 4. Maybe get a win before yes, a big win against Edmonton, 6-1. 37, 22, and 4. Trade negotiations, please. Here we go. Get a little drink before we get going. Now, I don't really want to mess up with the lineup too much. Moving on past the trade deadline, just because we are winning. I don't want to mess with something that's working for us. Now, of course, I'd like to pick up a little bit more of scoring. So I don't know. I'm debating whether or not, because I know we did a trade for Jake Gardner earlier, and I know the Leafs have some good left wingers. Lupul, JVR, and these are, JVR, he's going to get better. I know my personal GM mode, he's gotten up to an 89 easy in just a few years. So I think what we're going to want to do, I'm so tempted to do it, but at the same time, I mean, Hagelin is working out for us. Fuck it. Nope. Can't do it. Maybe in the offseason we'll go after him, but I don't want to mess with things too much, because things are working for us right now, so I don't want to make, some crazy trade, trading away our top left winger midway through the season when we're winning. I just want to keep things the same. Unless somebody gives us a trade we just cannot refuse. So this trade deadline really wasn't that big of a deal. We didn't do much. which is fine with me. I don't like to do too much at the trade deadline, you know, if things are working for us. Smith will take a look at these guys. I just look for guys that are still going to get a little bit better. Ooh, nope, you're a red star. I'll leave you out. Palmera, nope, definitely not. Nope. Dan Ellis, ooh. Nope, what? Oh my goodness, I thought Dan Ellis was so much younger. Condra, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you're older. That's fine. So, nope. There you go. We'll move on to the end of the season. That's where we'll start off. The next episode is, hopefully the playoffs. I hope we'll make the playoffs. It looks like we are playoff bound at the moment. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. It was a little bit longer than usual, but that's okay. If you did, hit that like button. If you guys are not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, guys.
Hey, Mr. Politician, we don't apply your vision. We see the planet different, but you don't manage to listen. My team, the new entourage, no Jeremy Piven. I'm like the Fresh Prince, just minus the amphibian. So the younger generation, they feeling my pain more than they feeling the way that you run your campaign. Sometimes I put money over making a change.